So we got a new update on the anime Vanguards. I wonder how many bugs this update has. Is this game buggy as hell? Guess I'll find out as I check the things out. So in this video, I'm just gonna check out the new units and some of the new stuff that they added in this update. I did get the new Goku unit, and this is the one that evolves into the unit that becomes Vegito, I think. And I got Gohan, and I got Mr. Satan. So I'm gonna try to evolve some of these units in this video. And to do that, you need to play the new stages. So I think I'm just gonna go do that right now. So they finally had a Dragon Ball update, huh? Dragon Ball? More like dragging these balls all over your... Let's see here. Marshall Island. Yo, this guy looks just like my ball sack. And they also have these new legend stages. Well, I'm not gonna yap, I'm just gonna go in and try out this new stage. Alright, so this is the new map. Before I start, I know that you're supposed to look around the map for the evolution item for Goku. It was supposed to be around here, I think? Something like that. I read through the patch notes, it said that there was like a 5% chance of it spawning, and it didn't spawn this time, so I guess I'll have to get that item some other time. Well, enough yapping, I'm just gonna play through the stage. Oh my god, it's Skibidi! Der Skibidi dup dup dup, yes. I'm sorry, I got brain rot. And that's weird. Oh wait, what the hell? What the Sigma? He took my unit, and now it's an enemy on the field? Okay, that is... Okay, that's pretty interesting. Interesting mechanic. And there we go. And now he places the unit back. That's interesting. I also read in the patch notes that when you win a stage, there's a chance for a Boo portal to appear. I doubt it has appeared. Maybe there's like a notification for that or something? I don't know. But I guess it hasn't appeared, because I would probably notice that it did. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go back to the lobby for now. As I said before, I did get Goku. And I wanna evolve him in this video. Right, so you're gonna need the Rotara earring 1 and the earring 1 and 2. These are the items that spawn on the map. Well, I guess that's gonna have to be for later. That's gonna take a while to grind. Because the earrings have like a 5% chance of dropping whenever you start a match. Something like that. But for now, I guess I could try to get a trait on this guy. Maybe Monarch? That'd be pretty cool. I am willing to just take the risk before seeing if he's good or not, but he's probably good once you evolve him. So I got 51 rerolls in the tank. Let's get Monarch. Deadeye, huh? Honestly, I kinda just wanna go for Monarch in this guy. It's like, you get what's it called, rerolls so fast, so it isn't that big of a deal to roll off a mythic trait. The last one, give me Monarch? Nah. Well. Yeah, so I guess no Monarch, huh? Sag. But I mean, that's kinda greedy of me to say, because I did get Monarch not too long ago. They also added this corruption in this update. And this one isn't for units, it's for familiars. Let's take this one, the one I have equipped on Gojo. See, corrupt. Ah, nothing. Are you sure you want to reverse the effects of corruption? Your familiar will... Damn, they sure will, huh? And I don't really care, so yes? Huh? Oh, this must be a bug. Because I have not reversed the effects of corruption on this familiar. Great programming, bro. Let's do it on this Padro instead. Let's see here. Corruption free. Rolls the stats 1% to 50% better / lower than they currently are. Exceeding caps. Yeah, you don't really get a before and after of what happens here familiar. So I don't really have a clue as to what happened. Evil ass rerolls, bruh. I don't know, man. First impression of this corruption thing they have, it doesn't interest me that much. Anyhow, I guess I will continue grinding through the story mode, and then when I reach the legend stage, I guess I'll be back. So I'll see y'all after I'm done with the story mode. So I have been playing for a bit, and I'm almost ready to evolve Goku. So I got all the essence stones, I got one of the earrings, I got the kills, I got the money. The only thing I need is to get the other earring. And this one you get from the, what's it called, the legend stages. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna show you when I go get that, so let's go to a legend stage. Alright, so here we are, the legend stage. Now there's a 5% chance for the item to drop, and you get a notification when it happens. None this time. And if you don't get it, you can just restart the match. Easy as that. Not this time either. It's pretty much like 1 in 20, so on average... Oh, there it is. As I was saying, it's a 5% chance. Oh, there it is. Yoink. It's a 5% chance, so on average, 1 in 20. So if you do this 20 times, you should get like at least 1. Anyhow, I got the items, so I'm just gonna go back to the lobby. Okay, now I am able to evolve Goku. Alright, let's see, what do you get when you evolve this guy? Vegeta Angel? Super Vegito? I think it was called something like that. 9 new passives. Kiat? 2 new actives. Alright. So this is only for Goku. I know that it's kinda like 2 units in 1. Well, 3 actually. So this first passive. This unit gains a gauge. On attack, the gauge fills by 25%. When the gauge is filled, this unit can swap to its counterpart. The counterpart being Vegito. The hero arrives. Damage plus 50% on entry after a swap in for 40 seconds. When this unit swaps in, stuns all enemies in its radius for 2 seconds. I mean, sounds pretty okay. Here it comes. If no enemy is in range, this unit starts gaining damage and range at a rate of 1% per second. Up to 100%. Once this unit attacks, this value resets to 0. That seems a bit counterintuitive, but I get the feeling it's meant to be this way, for some reason. Alright, I might evolve this guy. Yoink. So since this guy is a secret, I wonder if he comes with... Yeah, he does come with a cosmetic. Alright. The aura is a bit overwhelming, honestly. That is way too much. Okay, so you get the Vegito clothes. That's pretty cool, I guess. The pose is, it's alright. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Alright, enough yapping. Let's just go check out the guy. Alright, so here we have him. Goku. That's kinda interesting. It says he is super free, like Super Saiyan 3. That's not the form he is right now. This is Super Saiyan 2, I think. I don't know, don't quote me on that, I haven't watched Dragon Ball. I remember the Super Saiyan 3 having like a lot of hair, like in the small icon down here. Anyhow, let's check out what this guy can do, and how the attacks look like. On placement, he is a line AoE, and his shield is kinda small. I mean, his line isn't very wide. That's kinda disappointing. I forgot to level this guy up, so I just went back and leveled him up. Now he's at level 60. Anyhow, as I was saying, his line AoE is not very wide. But I guess, I don't know, that's kinda whack. Anyhow, the animation looks pretty cool. It's a bit over the top though, it's a bit too flashy. I feel like in this game, the special effects, they're always a bit over the top. They gotta dial it down a little bit. Now what is this? There's this button here. Help me, Vegeta. Ah, now he switches in with Vegeta. Okay. That's pretty interesting. And this guy has different passives than Goku. Let's see. Hope of the Universe. This unit gains a gauge. Okay, so that's like Goku has. The villain arrives. SPA minus 30% on entry after swap in for 40 seconds. When this unit swaps in, slows all enemies in its radius by 40% for 10 seconds. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. That works very well in tandem with his SPA buff. The Prince of Pride. Every time this unit attacks, gain plus 2% damage, up to 40%. This value carries over between swaps and fusions. So you wanna do like 20 attacks with this guy before you swap and fuse, I guess? I wonder, is his upgrade bar like his upgrade separate from Goku's? So I upgraded him 2 times now. His next attack is Last Impact, but I will switch out with Goku. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the upgrade is it's shared between 2 units. His next attack is Twin Lizard Punch. So now it's a circle AoE. Alright, I see how it is. Pretty okay animation, he just lunges forwards and hits them. And let's see how Vegeta's attack looks like. It's a line AoE, okay. Pretty flashy as per usual. Kinda hurts my eyes. Oh yeah, this damage buff that they mentioned in the passives. It is still active. So it doesn't apply to, what's his name, Goku, only to Vegeta. Oh yeah, I also failed to mention, Vegeta has the blast type, whereas Goku has the water type. So you can switch between the 2 types. That's kinda interesting. Once I upgrade Vegeta again, I get Hell Zone Explosion. Now it's a circle AoE. That's fair enough. Let's see what Goku's attack looks like. And now it's a Cone AoE. Oh no, it's not a Cone AoE, it's a splash attack, but with a bigger circle AoE than Yamamoto's. I remember Yamamoto has a similar attack, but his circle AoE is not that big. I also gotta check what this attack is called. Martial Rush. Okay, so this is Martial Rush. Oh, that's kinda cool actually. He like dashes forwards, punches them, and then does the blast. That's neat. You upgrade him again? Lizard Fist. Wait, wasn't like the second attack like dual Lizard Fist? Yeah, Twin Lizard Punch. Okay. So this is a fist and not a punch. I mean, sure dude, if you say so. He's a Cone AoE now. Alright. I see how it is. What does Vegeta get though? Let's see. He also gets a Cone AoE. And this attack is called Final Blast. Alright. On the last upgrade, Vegeta gets Potara Fusion, and Goku gets Super Soul Bomb. Now what is this? Swaps to Vegeta Angel and disables swap mechanic while move is active. With Goku charging a Soul Bomb behind him, release after 3 minutes of charging. Doing map-wide damage for 1000% of this unit's damage stat, and swaps Goku back in, re-enabling the swap mechanic. That's an interesting way of doing a duo unit. So I can like place a Goku over here, do that, and wait for, what's it called, 3 minutes? Yeah, that's gonna take a while, I'm not gonna wait for that. Instead, I'm just gonna check out what Vegeta does, what his ability does. Potara Fusion. After 13 swaps have occurred, this can be activated, allowing this unit to turn into Vegito. So in this game, if you want to get Vegito, you don't need to have 2 units. Because in Anime Adventures they also have Vegito, but there it takes 2 unit slots. Here it's just 1 unit. I thought the concept of like combining 2 units was pretty interesting in Anime Adventures, but they like kinda just didn't flesh out that concept at all. And here it's like kinda watered down in a way. I still feel like having 2 units combined into 1 was pretty cool, but this is like more, how should I say, it's a bit more convenient with just 1 unit. Anyhow, let's see, can I fuse the guys? I need to do it 6 more times, okay. It's pretty nice that there's an auto function for this, so you don't have to like do it manually to get Vegito. Alright, now I should be able to get Vegito. Yup, there he is. So when he first appears, he has a Kone AoE, and his attack is very flashy. That's a pretty gut damage, 66,000. Let's see his passives. The strongest fusion, on entry gains plus 100% damage for 40 seconds. Once 40 seconds have elapsed, gain 20% damage, decrease SPA by 20% and increase range by 20%. Attacks ignore enemy dodge chance. Okay, that is pretty good. Alright!
Yes! Alright!
I saw like a meme of Vegito saying that. Came to think of that when I read the title of this passive. If an enemy would attack an ally, it attacks this unit instead. Anytime this unit is attacked, increase range by 3%, up to 30%. Attacks inflicts rupture. And rupture prevents regen completely. They can't regen anymore. That is pretty alright, I guess. Enough. Attacks ignore 50% of enemy damage reduction. Anytime an enemy attacks or applies status effect on this unit, perform a counterattack on that enemy. Well, that is pretty good. That's pretty goated. So this guy has the ability to counterattack, just like Shahayan. When you upgrade him, you get She Blade Barrage. Now it's a circle AoE. Flashy attack, bruh. That kinda hurts my eyes. Then you get She Blade Assault. Now the circle AoE is big. Oh, yikes. Now it's bigger. That's actually a pretty big circle AoE. And not to mention, you also get the big cone. That is pretty good. It would be nice if they programmed some smart, what's it called? Smart targeting, so it kinda like targets a unit that isn't like at the front, but still manages to hit the unit at the front. If you like understand what I mean. When you upgrade him again, the last attack is She Blade Rush. That is very flashy. That's a very long animation. That's also a very big circle AoE. Kinda goes without saying, but getting Monarch in this guy would be pretty good. That would be like 240,000, something like that, every maybe 4 seconds. And the rage is pretty insane as well, 73.5. That is some gut numbers. This guy is probably gonna be very useful in, what's it called, in leaderboard runs, because he is hard with the damage. So I'm done with showcasing Goku, time to showcase someone else. As I said before, I did get Gohan, so I think I'm just gonna check him out next. God damn, I need more blue essence stones. I might just go get that real quick. And some good stats, I haven't gotten any stats on this guy. No wait, I do have stats on the guy, never mind. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the blue things real quick. Alright, so this is the Gohan that I'm going to evolve. He's level 60, he got all Z+ stats. Hopefully he goes very hard. They really named him Rohan. Bro, this is not Rohan, bro. This ain't that one motherfucker from part 4 of JoJo's. Does not look alike in the slightest. Anyhow, let's see, what do you get when you evolve this guy? Plus 30% damage, ultimate rush, 1 new passive. The first passive is actually pretty interesting, I think. Whenever your first non-farm unit is placed, this unit will place itself next to it, once per match. Does not need to be placed for this to happen. So what this guy does, he kinda, without consent, he just places himself down where your first unit is. Pretty interesting, I must say. Interesting. Potential Unleashed. Gains 30% crit rate. Anytime this unit crits, follows up with attack 2. Anytime this unit crits, it gains status immunity for 10 seconds. 3-second local cooldown. So if you crit with this guy, he will follow up with another attack, and he gets status immunity for 10 seconds. Sounds cool, sounds cool. Well then, let's just evolve this guy. Yoink! You know, one thing I find to be kinda underwhelming is that he doesn't turn Super Saiyan. Or maybe that's intentional. I don't really know, I haven't watched the Dragon Ball, so I can't really say. Well then, as per usual, let's go check this guy out. So here we have him, Gohan, Ultimate Gohan. Let's see, if I place another unit, will he like place himself right next to it? Yeah, he does. Interesting. Interesting mechanic. Anyhow, the focus is on this guy, so let's see what he can do. On placement, he is a line AoE, slightly wider shields than Goku, but it is what it is. The animation looks pretty cool though. He does a Kamehameha, and it's not as intense as Goku's Kamehameha, so that's nice. It's a bit more moderate. As you upgrade the guy, you get Justice Rush. So now it's a circle AoE, and he lunges forwards and punches and kicks the enemies. I mean, alright, sure. I feel like those two attacks could be like switched around, because isn't the Kamehameha supposed to be very powerful? Feels like that would be more powerful than, you know, he's punching and kicking. But what do I know? I haven't watched the series. I gotta say though, his SPA is very fast. I feel like this guy is probably gonna be useful for like shorter term content. Then you upgrade him again and you get Ultimate Rush. I gotta say though, the SPA is very fast. 3.6 seconds. Then it goes to 5.4. Does the new attack make up for it? Not really. It's a bigger circle AoE, but you can make the SPA go down to 4.5. Now he deals 26,000 every 4.5 seconds. And that seems pretty okay. Pretty okay considering he has 4 placements. Now, I'm not entirely sure how useful this guy will be, but I guess I feel kinda optimistic about this unit, especially that first passive he got. So maybe he's worth having on your team, for some very good early defending. Because it's pretty much like, you place down a unit and you get a second one for free. Seems like a good deal to me. You know, the grind to evolve Gohan was actually kinda tedious. On the new legend stages, there are like these enemies. They're called energy drain enemies, something like that. They are just awful. They can make your units deal 0 damage. I don't know, that wasn't really fun to fight against, but at least I'm done with that now. I thought of bringing Orihime to the legend stage, but she doesn't cleanse the attack debuff, which is that's kinda mid. But I gotta say, what is this model, man? What the oh... oh my goodness gracious. She is, man, I can't say anything else but yacht. What the hell were they smoking when they made this model, man? What the hell? Anyhow, I brought her to the legend stage. She was pretty okay. Gives like a 15% damage buff to your nearby units. But that aside, I'm gonna show which units I'm gonna evolve next. So I managed to reach level 25 on the battle pass and I got Dante from the battle pass. I just realized, this game, it features Dante from the Devil May Cry series. No freaking way! Man, Roblox kids aren't really gonna get that meme, and that's so sad. Anyhow, this video now features Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And I'm gonna evolve this guy. So John was telling me that this guy is kinda busted. He's apparently very good. At least when you have, what's it called, if you have Deadeye on this guy, he's probably gonna go very hard. That's what John told me. So when you evolve this guy, you get plus 30% damage, combination attack, devil armaments, DT gauge, and 1 new passive. Let's see those passives. Jackpot. Gains 25% crit rate. Every crit is followed up by attack 1. If attack 1 crits, it is followed up by attack 2. If attack 2 crits, it is followed up by attack 3. If attack 3 crits, it is followed up by attack 4. Follow-up attacks do minus 50% damage. That's pretty interesting. Since he is unbound, he gets 5% increased critical rate. So what I'm getting at is that, in actuality, he has a 30% crit rate. 30%, huh? I wonder how rare it is to get attack 4. Because you need to get 3 crits in a row. Damn, okay. 1 in 270? If my calculations are correct, that is. So 1 in 270 to get attack 4 to happen. But if you manage to roll Deadeye on this guy, he will, what's it called? Will have a crit rate of 75%. And then you can maybe get Familiar on this guy as well. For an increased crit rate. So it's probably not as rare as you think it is. If you have the right setup, that is. Second passive, Smokin'. Gains DT gauge. When DT gauge is full, transforms for 30 seconds and gains 100% damage, plus 50% crit rate and 20% range, and swaps to attack 5. While transformed, Jackpot is disabled. Now that is cringe. And instead crits follow up with attack 5. That's probably good. For full damage. Okay, interesting. So with Deadeye, he pretty much has a 100% crit rate. Or well, more than 100%. When the DT gauge is full. Man, I kinda wanna see what this guy can do. It's actually... sounds pretty interesting. So I'm just gonna evolve this guy. Yoink. Dante Jackpot. Oh, that's pretty interesting. He has an SPA of 0.9 seconds. So he must attack very fast. Since he is a Battle Pass unit, he should come with cosmetics. Hopefully they look cool. And hopefully they have guns. No guns. Isn't this the pose he does when he's holding the guns? Missed opportunity. But it is what it is. So you get his clothes. I mean, that's cool, I guess. The aura looks nice though, I kinda like that. It's not as intense as other fire auras in the game. So maybe this could be used in a combination or something like that. Anyhow, I'm gonna continue using... oh wait, no, that's the wrong one! No, that's the wrong one! Cut! Anyway, I think I'll just continue using this cosmetic combo. Because this one actually has guns. Which is nice. Anyhow, enough yapping. Let's go check him out. Dante, what are you doing in Enemy Vanguards, Dante? I don't think a lot of people will get that joke. It's a Limbus Company joke. Anyhow, this is Dante from the Devil May Cry series. So this unit showcase features Dante from... okay, I'm just overdoing the joke at this point. But here he is, Dante. His first attack, it's a line AoE. That's pretty interesting. Oh wait, what? He transformed very quickly. And he deals a whole lot more damage now. Okay, now he is not transformed anymore. Wait, so this guy... wait, what? 1027 to place down? Yeah, I think this guy might be nutty. Might go very hard. At least in early defending, because like... that's not a whole lot to place down one unit. And to upgrade him, it's very cheap as well. 1500 for the first upgrade. The second attack, million pokes. Well, I'm gonna get to check that out once he's not in that form anymore. So now he is a line... no, he's a stadium, it's called. I saw it was called a stadium on the wiki. Pretty interesting. He's a stadium now. Once you upgrade him, you get combination attack. Now he's just a full A... I think he's a full AoE. Unless the... what's it called? Unless the transformation took over just as I upgraded him. No, he's just a circle AoE at this point. But that's fine. That's okay. And as you upgrade him, you get Devil Armaments. And it's still a circle AoE. And honestly, this guy... He's probably very nutty. Very cheap to place down. And like, he pretty much immediately turns into his, whatever this form is supposed to be. And he's full AoE as well. But as per usual, the attack animation, like the effects, they're a bit overwhelming. Hurts my eyes a little bit. But honestly, I mean, for new players, this guy is probably very useful to use, like to have. I might actually start using him, like get a proper trait. Maybe I'll go for, what's it called, Deadeye on this guy. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so that was Dante. Pretty interesting unit. And then at level 50 you get, what's his name? Virgil? And I have yet to reach that level, so that's gonna be for later. Remember how I was talking about those legend stages that they added in this update? They weren't very fun, but I kinda realized something. That damage debuff they got going on, it can be kinda negated if you use spark units. So I was kind of thinking, I'm probably gonna evolve Yoruichi, because she is supposedly one of the best spark units in the game. And that's gonna make that legend stage a whole lot easier. Now that I think about it, that Bleach update was kinda peaked. They added some baddies in that update. But I'm not gonna evolve her in this video though. Actually, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. Now this video is gonna be a bit shorter than my usual videos, because I think that's how I'm gonna do things moving forwards. Usually I make videos that are like 40 minutes in length, 30-40 minutes. And that takes a whole lot of time to edit. Not to mention the time that it takes to record everything as well. So I'm thinking moving forwards I'm gonna make shorter videos, but that means I can upload more frequently. Because if you've noticed my upload schedule, it's not that great. I've been trying to make a video a week as of late, but if I just make big videos I kinda run out of things to make videos on. So that's why it took like a month after I made some anime adventures videos. Yeah, as I said, this is gonna be it for this video. And I am gonna make more videos. Probably on this game. Probably on anime adventures when... Probably anime adventures when it finally updates. Hopefully they make something good instead of something that is time limited, because that's like every single update in that game. Anyhow, I'm not gonna yap about that. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate that you took your time to watch my video. I would also really appreciate it if you could maybe leave a like, maybe write a comment, maybe even subscribe. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers this year, and when I reach 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna reveal my favorite furry skin on Fortnite. Real. Jokes aside, I would appreciate that. And that kinda is everything I have to say. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.
Trallallero trallallà, porco Dio e porco Allah. Ero con il mio fottuto figlio merdardo a giocare a Fortnite, quando bombardiro crocodilo.